All right, good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I'm here with Miss Pretty Carly. Miss Pretty Carly, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Just ready to get into some Saints football discussion. And Who That Nation, I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. And how the show is going to go tonight, we kind of want to make this you guys show, but we do have some topics to hit on, and in case it's not a lot of activity in the comment section, if you guys, don't chime in as much, we still have some topics for you all. But tonight's show, we would just like to answer a lot of you guys' questions, thoughts about the Saints, anything. So, you guys please fire up in the comment sections, and we will answer you guys. Okay, but before we get started, let's go ahead and get to this chat. I see Byron you saying in the building. He said, "Who that CB, Miss Queen, Carly, and WD."
Who that Byron? What's happening?
So who that? He giving a shout out. And then we got Picking and Flick It. Said, "Who that to everybody? Who that to you?"
Who that?
And then we got the OG Jerry Poor in the building. He's saying, "Hey CB and Carly."
What's happening, Jerry, baby?
Okay, so we should get more people come in. But if you guys look in the background, if you guys want to ask anything about one of these matchups we have in the background on the schedule, please do so. And like I said, any questions you guys have, we want to get into that. We do know many camp has come to an end, so now it's kind of a break between mini camp and training camp. But I do want to get on some hot topics, to talk about before training camp starts with the offensive side and what we're going to do. And you guys can join in the comment section. What we're going to do is we're going to give our opinions: two players on the offensive side, two players on the defensive side, and two special teams players that needs to step up in order for this, every unit to run. And we're going to exclude the key players. So when we saw with the offensive side, Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, they've been eating. So we really don't want to involve them because they've been consistently eating, on the offensive side. This is basically who needs to step up besides those guys, two players, that's going to help this offensive unit run. And I'm going to start with Miss Carly. Carly, you can give your
Uh,
two players on the offensive
it
side.
was so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was so okay. So I was torn. I actually was torn with four people offensively, and I had a hard time bringing it down to two. But if I have to bring it down to two, I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's so hard. Ugh. It's between okay, I'm gonna give all my four and then I'll just talk on two because I just think that these people need to step up. And I'm going with Andrews Pete, Cesar Ruiz, Adam Trotman, and Traquan Smith. Now, out of those four, if I had to stick with two, I'm gonna go with the two receivers. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna it's so hard. I'm gonna go with Andrews Pete and Traquan Smith. And the reason why I'm gonna go with them is because, like you said in the beginning of the show, we know what Michael Thomas can do. He's been eating since he got into the league, but we need our number two receiver, whoever that may be. Hence why I also say Callaway. Is we don't know who that number two is gonna be. With Traquan, you're still on this team, so you need to step up because we know there are gonna be times where they may even double Mike, or there's times where you know Mike just won't be available, and James is going to need someone to throw the ball to, and you have to be available, and you have to step up when your number is called, and your number will be called. So that's why I'm going with Traquan Smith because we just need a really good wide receiver number two, a dependable one, and Traquan has been in this system for too long to not step up and make a name for himself. I'm also picking Andrews Pete because a lot of the times Andrews Pete, he's just not there. I don't know, he just misses the mark. And this is not Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Drew Brees got injured because, Drew Brees is a stick in the pocket system type of player. You have Jameis, who's more loose in the hips, who's willing to step out of the pocket to make throws. So you may not have those problems with Jameis that you've seen with Drew. But at the same time, Andrews, you getting paid $50+ million to do a job that you have not successfully done. And now it's your time. It's like with this new battle at quarterback, it's like a new start for everybody to just regroup and reestablish themselves as to who they want to be in this system now. There's no more predictable Saints now that our main guy is gone. Everybody can now become what they wanted to become and step up and make a name for themselves. And Pete, he has to do better. For the money that we're paying him, he's got to do better.
Right. And just a reminder for the ones that's listening, you guys can comment in the comment section. What we're doing, we're giving two players that needs to step up, other than Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, because they've been doing it consistent. We talking about somebody other than them on the offensive side.
What do you think should step up offensively?
So on the offensive side, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna start with Cesar Reese. Cesar Reese, and I'm gonna go with him because as far as Andrews Pete, he's been doing this for a while. So I believe we've seen Andrews Pete ceiling, and they've rewarded him for it. So I mean, he still got time to improve, but in my opinion, I believe we seen his ceiling. His pass
Yeah.
blocking just a little bit below average. His run blocking has always been you know good in my eyes. At times,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just his pass blocking. That's the majority of the reason, and that can be a huge factor. But I'm gonna go with Cesar Reese. That's gonna be the first guy. He's it's looking like he's gonna play the guard position. We bought Zach Streif in, so hopefully Zach Streif can coach him up. I know Streif was a tackle, but having that influence in the locker room, hopefully he's coaching Cesar Reese up and can get him acclimated to the position. So I believe it's gonna Cesar Reese. He's definitely gonna have to step up because, like I said, we already know what we're gonna get from Pete. At times, and we don't want to have two guards, just crashing the place up. So yeah, we don't want two of them. So that's gonna be trouble. So Reese, if he steps up, and then maybe we can get Pete some help if he's doing the same old mistakes that he's been doing, but we cannot have both guards underperforming. So I'm gonna go with Cesar Reese, and second guy we gotta go to the receiver spot. I'm gonna go with Marquez Callaway. It's a few options. You did bring up Traquan. That's a good option. Traquan, his opportunity's been there. He just I don't know. Maybe it was because Traquan is more of a deep threat, so maybe he will be able to flourish more with Jameis, being able to, get the ball in his area. Maybe that's it. So yeah, that's definitely a good option. I'm gonna go with Callaway. Um, Young, 19. I think um he just had a 20th birthday. So he's a young 20-year-old. He showed some flashes. And with me bringing up his name, I remember a guy was on Twitter. I think he was sending you something. He was a Panther fan. We had him on the show a while back, but he was acting like Marquez Callaway didn't, dice him up, when we played him. You remember the guy that was commenting,
Yeah, the
talking
one was
about the
yeah.
picks, who the picks we had.
When we said that we got some gems in the draft, and he was like, "What
Yeah,
gems?" Yeah, talking shit.
yeah.
That Panthers fan. Oh yeah, I remember him.
And Marquez lit him up, but I let the guys, have his day right there. And he know, he's pretty knowledgeable with football. He know Marquez ate him up. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with Callaway, young guy. Um, He stepped up in big moments, but he's a little injured last year, so he just got to get healthy. Really, I'm going with Callaway, but really Callaway, Deontay Harris, and Traquan, they all got to stay healthy because all of them was battling some injury problems. I mean, they was dealing with injuries this past season, so um, Marquez, if he stay healthy, I believe he can really compete for the number 2 position.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what? I also throw Adam Trotman in there too. Now that he will be potentially our number 1 tight end. We've seen what he can do as a backup, but now it's like, the spotlight is on you, big dog. Like, show us what you can do. And I'm a huge fan of Adam Trotman. I'm gonna die on the hill saying that Adam Trotman will go down as one of the best tight ends in Saints history if Sean Payton uses this man correctly. Like, the talent is undeniable. It's there. Like, it is there. Oh,
Yeah.
it's through the roof. Like, you have to do right by this man and put him in the right position to be great because he is great.
Yep. I mean, when you got a tight end that can, block, pass, and run as great as he can, and can get separation. He's not the fastest. George Kittle and them not the fastest. Well, I'll just use George Kittle. He's not the fastest tight end, but he knows how to get open. I seen some of that in Trotman, just far as getting open. I'm not gonna compare him. Right now it's way too early, but if he can, put things together, he gonna have his chance. Because I think we would have got us a veteran tight end, early this offseason.
If they didn't think that he was up to the challenge, huh?
Right. Okay, so let's get to some of these comments and let's see what the fans thought. Okay, we got Brian. You saying
Woo, he said Marcus Williams.
the 4 I choose to step up: Traquan Smith, Callaway, Andrew Pete, Marcus Williams.
He's
Okay,
got
we feel you on that.
Byron's got to call in and explain this Marcus Williams thing for me. Like, he did not put my dog name in this category. Like, seriously, Marcus Williams has literally been one of the only people on defense that since he's got into the league has been consistent and gotten better each year. We complained for 2 years about him and his tackling. The man got 2, 3 awards. Foot perfect.
I think you breaking up, caller.
Um. Okay. So I was saying what I was saying. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah,
So what I was saying was Marcus Williams is one of the only guys on defense that's literally since he's got into the league has been consistent every year. We complained for about 2.5 years about his tackling, and then he got it together. The NFL even awarded him 2 or 3 times foot perfect tackling. Like, what he's been more consistent. He's been breaking up passes. He's been getting interceptions. He's perfected his tackling. Like, he took the criticism and he's gotten better. And I don't see why you would put him like that's why I need Byron to call in to explain this Marcus Williams thing for me, because he's the one person that I would not put in that situation.
I wouldn't. Well, I won't. I won't get too much on that. He did have a good season. This past season. Yeah, I think
But they
this was.
all had a good, and I'm putting air quotations, they all had a good season. That.
Yeah, but far as his tackling, that was his issue for the first few years, and then he got it together. Got it together
Okay,
last year.
let's throw out the improvements that he's made. He took the criticism and he has been working on it. And again, he's been rewarded more than once by the NFL for perfecting it. Like, when your job rewards you more than once for getting something right, you can't just throw that under the rug after all the years that we tore this man down for that. So let's give him the same praises that we did when he didn't get it right and we was tearing him down. We ain't just gonna be like, oh well, he got it, and then that's it. We're gonna end the discussion. Nah, when he wasn't getting it, we dug this man a whole grave and was ready to bury him alive in it. he's perfected it. He's been rewarded by his job, and he's been showing it on film, and we've seen it too. Let's give him his praises. He's not one of those guys that needs to step up. He has been stepping up. Literally the only one that's been the most consistent every year, outside of Von Bell, who went to Cincinnati and no longer here.
Well, I'm gonna just stick to 2020, but if you that's I mean, like I said, he had a good 2020 season. He definitely got his stuff together, but I can't go with he been consistent every year after his rookie year. But like I said, his main thing was tackling, and like you said, we got on him for that, and he improved it. This past season. So we can only go off of what he's done lately, and what he's done lately. He was definitely consistent with it, and he got rewarded for us. They franchise tagged him. So but yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't throw him in this category because I think he playing for money now. He was playing for money last year. He stepped up. So let's get to the OG Jerry Poor. He said offense Callaway and Juwan Johnson. Callaway, I definitely agree with that, Jerry. Juwan Johnson, he moved out the tight end, so um, we'll see how that happens. Sean like to use two tight ends. Um, I'm talking about in his offense before the adjustments. To cater the Brees on. He loved the two tight ends. If you think about it, Jimmy he had another tight end, and it's been like that really since Sean been here. It's always been a two tight end system. So, but of course, Trotman gonna be leading the way. So we'll see what happens with Jawan. Okay, let's see who else got. Shout out to Georgie Peepers. He said Traquan Smith easily should be one. The second guy in my mind should be Teron Armstead only because he has to prove he can stay healthy. Carly, what's your thoughts on Teron Armstead?
I think there's a lot of guys that need to prove that they can stay healthy. That's just the NFL. I think that with Teron Armstead, he's been good. He's been showing up and he's been making a name for himself. But there's honestly, when it comes to health, if you can throw a lot of people and name up in that bucket, if we're just going off of health reasons being the reason why you're throwing them in that category.
Right. But yeah, Teron definitely he's on that field, man. Ain't Drew never was getting touched on his side. It's
Ever.
once in the blue moon where you could,
They wouldn't even
just
go.
visually
They
see
wouldn't even go
Teron.
to his side. They won't even go to his side because they already know how much of a terror he is.
Right. So yeah, he got to stay healthy. Okay, Jerry said, congratulations to Mike Hoss. Yeah, shout out to Mike Hoss. He's taking over the WWL radio spot with that Zach Streif had. So him and Deuce will be, I guess calling the games together. That's what Zach Streif was doing, before he got on the field. So shout out to Zach Streif and Mike Hoss.
Okay. Well, defensively, who do I think needs to step up? Um, I think it goes without saying, and I think the whole Who That Nation would agree with me. Marcus Davenport. It's now or never for him to finally live up to the expectations. He's injury prone like an MF, but we know what he can do when he's healthy. We know how dominant he can be. I mean, we drafted a guy who Cam Jordan seems to like a lot now. He's basically babysitting Turner, and there's no Davenport in sight. But to me, Marcus Davenport needs to step up defensively. And I'm going to also go with Cam Jordan because Cam Jordan's been the leader of this Saints defense team for so long that when it comes to the playoffs, he doesn't show up. He's not the Cam that we've known him to be. And I just get frustrated because this is the job. The NFL is a job that's paying him millions so that he's able to freely do what he wants to do and live his life comfortably. But yet he doesn't show up. And I'm sick of seeing him doing podcasts. I'm sick of seeing him on TV. I'm sick of seeing him. I'm just tired of it because yeah, you can have fun, you can have a life. That's all good, but I just feel like at this point he's really not taking his job as seriously as it can be. Like it's as if he's just grooming guys to be better for when it's his time to exit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need more from Cam Jordan. Last year was not it for me, so I'm going with those two guys, Cam Jordan and Marcus Davenport.
Okay, and defensively, I'm gonna start with Cam Jordan. I think
That's your pick. That's your pick.
yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start with Cam, because last year Trey Henderson, if it weren't for Trey Henderson having the season that he did, which we was not expecting Trey to have that kind of season. That was like a breakout season. But if it wasn't for that, our pass rush wouldn't have been that good at all to
At
keep it high.
all.
So we definitely gotta. I Cam, he didn't have a good season last year, but I'm not gonna say that's who he is yet. We just gotta wait and see. Hopefully Father Time has it kicked in. I know he had surgery, last off season prior to the season, but he showed no signs of no injury, in my eyes, you know, and I will give, he was drawing some double teams. I give him that, but it was some times that I seen Cam one on one, and I mean, the offensive tackle was just beating him. I know that second matchup against the Bucks, that rookie right tackle, I think worse or something, but he gave Cam the business. I mean, Cam, he didn't see the quarterback at all. Tom Brady was painting his fingernails, didn't he? Was nowhere to be seen. Game one, Cam ate him up. So, Cam, I know we've been talking about cornerback position a lot, which yes, that's definitely a need and stuff like that. We need somebody to fill that number two spot, but it starts up front. If we can't generate no pass rush, that's gonna give the quarterback more time to, get another option. And just say if Cam is approaching father to we don't know how we don't know what we're gonna get from Davenport or the rookie. We hoping the rookie, comes out and ball out, but he hasn't played an NFL snap yet, so we don't know what we're gonna get from him. And Davenport, we hoping, we hoping he have a good season. Last season it wasn't so good. Besides the pressure rates, but he was brought in to get his hands on the quarterback. So if you don't have that from Cam, and those two Davenport and Turner is not producing, it's gonna be hell for our secondary. So it starts with Cam, and then the second guy I'm gonna go with. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Lattimore. Lattimore has, he's an all pro player in my eyes, when he's on point. One of the best corners. But the reason I'm going with Lattimore because it's the same situation as Cam Jordan. If just say Lattimore is, inconsistent, which he has shown to be inconsistent, and just say that, if it's a Debo, whoever on the other side is struggling, it's going to be hell for our DBs. So I'm gonna need Marshawn to be more consistent. When he be more consistent, that can at least control one side of the field. But he definitely got to be consistent. So I'm gonna go with Cam and Lattimore. Both of them is Pro Bowl players, but it's just the inconsistency with Lattimore and with Cam is, you know, his production last season. That can't continue. Okay, so we gonna go to We're gonna go to special teams. But let's read a few comments, then we go to special team. Georgie said, completely agree with Carly on Marcus Williams. Tackling was never issue. You're focusing on the whiff in Minnesota. He's an aggressive ball hole. Definitely agree with that. So yeah, I mean that tackle, that was something, that was something serious. I think a lot of people is just holding that alone over his head. I don't think he should be judged just based off of that. But like I said, he got his tackling under wraps. It was more times where he wasn't tackling as well. So let's go ahead and move to the special teams. Special teams, who you going with, Carla?
I'm going to start off with JT Gray because he was one that we recently just signed back in the off season. So I think he's going to need to step up and show us why he's worth the $4 million for 2 years, that extension that we gave him. We rarely hear that name from Saints fans or even the media or whoever, but since I didn't see that we re-signed Craig Robinson or renew his contract or whatever. So I have to go with JT Gray. Like, there needs to be, he's been on the team for a while now, and there needs to be a guy that's been behind, that's been studying, and when they're waiting for their numbers to be called up. So I'm going with JT Gray.
Okay, and I'm gonna go with Taysom Hill, and I know Taysom Hill is currently in a QB battle, but if Sean want to maximize the potential of everybody, I believe he has to be on special teams. That's why I'm just hoping Jameis do what he can do to win the battle. Now, if like I said, if Taysom wins the battle, it is what it is. But Taysom, has shown to be an impact on special teams. In my opinion, Justin Hardy was right there with JT Gray or a little bit better. I'm not sure why he never got his, true recognition on special
Yeah.
teams. I mean, he did with his contract, but far as like being an all pro, I believe he definitely deserved that 1 or 2
Yeah, but
years.
you know who I think that's going to have the most pressure on them come special teams? It's really going to be Blake Gilligan, the punter that we got, because normally we had Thomas Morstead doing it for so long, and Thomas Morstead is not with us, and so he's a rookie coming into it doing a job that we've had somebody do for 11, 12 plus years. So that's really just a hard act to follow. So I'm gonna go with him. But again, even special teams was hard for me because I would even go with as far as saying Will Lux needs to step up because we've seen him miss field goals where we were just like, huh? Because we're so used to calling him, what they call him. We know who that nation called him. I ain't gonna say it on air, but um, but yeah, like we just, Will Lux, he had a breakout season in 2019. He had 32 field goals and he was selected to the Pro Bowl. And then, come last year, he just, it's his fifth year with us and he just got to make these field goals because the field goals really will make or break a game. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the game would just be, damn, we can't believe we just lost by a field goal and we missed field goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, field goal points matter too. We want touchdowns, but if we don't get those touchdowns, we need to continue to put points on the board. And Will Lux, that's you. I mean, I don't know if I should blame you for that or if I would go with Zach Wood, the long snapper. I'm just saying the whole special teams, damn it, needs to step up
Right.
because they're more important than they think. Well, not more than they think, but they're more important than what the fans think. Because we only see the main guys on offense and defense, and people really don't pay attention to how important special teams really is, and they're super super important. And I'm just gonna need for the Saints to figure out what they want to do with Deontay Harris. I know we like him as a return specialist, but I feel like with the year that we're coming into, I think we may with him have to pick whether we want him as a return specialist or as a running back because this is the year where everything is different.
Right.
But yeah,
But
special
you
teams.
did.
Huh?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was finished. I was just saying, but yeah, special teams was hard for me too. But
Yeah, but you made a good point about Gillikin, and honestly, I forgot all about him.
what?
Yeah, this man out of everybody, yeah, he the main cat that's gonna have to that needs to step up. Yeah, that's big shoes he got to fill.
And think about it, having to punt the ball all the way down the field to determine whether or not you're going to give the opponents good field positions. Like that's all on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I have faith in him. He was tied for number 2 on Penn State's career point and average chart. So, and Penn State, that's an Ivy League, so it's yeah. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for everybody on our team, but I think Blake will have the toughest act to follow out of everybody.
Okay. And I see an interesting comment right here. Do you see Chris Richard eventually moving CD to strong safety or possible free safety? Not Marcus. Malcolm Jenkins is probably gone after this year, and he's lost a step older. I believe he'll reach his fullest potential as a strong safety. I believe that he'll be able to reach his full potential there. Because he's doing a hell of a job at slot corner, but his specialties. In my opinion, is more of a Jamal Adams type role. Like he's a hell of a tackler,
Yeah.
and he plays well at the line. Basically that same role that Jamal Adams have. I think CD, you know, can play just like that or even better. So I think strong safety, will be his bread and butter. Once Malcolm Jenkins, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Is they gonna keep him there? Is that his spot? Or will he move to strong safety? But I do think Malcolm Jenkins will, be here this year. So let's see a few names that you guys picked. Jerry said David Onyemata and Marcus Davenport. He said with the loss of Trey Henderson and Malcolm Brown, next man up. Okay. I feel you. And Naval Bell said Cam drew a lot of double teams.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He was
And
one
that's
on one.
and that's why
Okay.
Trey Hendrickson was always able to do what he was able to do because Cam Jordan drew so much double team. Shy Tuttle and Davenport. I think Davenport is going to be on everybody's list, and rightfully so.
Right. Okay, so let's get into Alvin Kamara. This is kind of off topic, but it's a Saints player. I got doing big things. Just want to shout out to AK for becoming the first advisor. What is growth and engagement advisor for NASCAR? Just want to get you guys thoughts on that. Carla, what's your thoughts on Kamara? Kind of expanding his wings.
I like it.
Mm.
I think it's a really good look. I think it's good that he branched out because he has such a big following with him, and he's gonna bring that following to NASCAR. So I think that was a good deal on both ends for both NASCAR and Alvin Kamara. Congratulations to him, man. He's working hard. But what I will say about him, unlike what I said about Cam Jordan, because I know I complained and I was saying earlier about how she's doing podcasts, commercials, yada yada yada, but he ain't showing up on the field. The difference is Alvin Kamara has all these side jobs, but the job that's paying him by the thousand and million, which is running back, he's doing it exceptionally well. So I don't mind him branching out because his primary job he's doing phenomenal at. One of the best, if not the best, in the league at running back right now. So you know, he's he's attended the race in Nashville several times, so I'm not surprised by it because he's kind of been hinting at it for a while now over on his Twitter page. Um, so I'm not surprised that it happened. I think that he needs to, learn more about NASCAR and, you know, keep us in contact with, his experience, what he's going to do to engage and develop new fans to bring over to NASCAR. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. I'm excited about it. Congratulations to him.
All right. And there's one thing you said about him with, while he's branching out doing other things, the man is also putting in work, you know, with the job that's paying him by the millions. And I'm sure, Cam Jordan is doing the same, but it's just once these podcasts and stuff started last off season, it didn't end pretty, well as a season. And we do know he was getting double teamed. But like I said, with some single matchups, he was losing as well. But yeah, but far as AK, I mean, yeah, man, shout out to him. Definitely branching his wings. He not staying in one lane. And getting in NASCAR. Hopefully, it he can be the start of that sport getting more diverse.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
yeah, so
For people of
you
color too. And now I'm sorry to cut you off because now that I'm thinking about it, it's different, because most guys he's thinking outside the box with his sponsorships and things. Because most guys in the NFL they do Gatorade, they do Under Armour. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never thinks, oh, let's do NASCAR, a whole nother sport. You know,
right.
and so I'm man. Congratulations, AK. You deserve all the success and blessings you have coming your way. I hope you have fun, and I'm gonna definitely have fun watching you have fun doing your new job.
Right. And I see picking a flick it said Sean Payton. I guess that's a name that he wanna say needs to step up.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And Corey
Yeah,
Anderson said Alvin Kamara is building his brand for the future, something that Drew was doing throughout his career.
yeah. Drew was definitely doing that with Wranglers and all all these other commercials and things that he had going for himself. So yeah, but kudos to them.
Right. So what I just done, we can take a few calls. I just put the link in the comment section. You guys can call in, and just ask us anything about the off season, what's done took place. Um, or if you just want to stay in the comment section, but we prefer, you guys call in and just ask us anything or anything you want to get off your chest about the Saints you disagree with, go ahead and do so. I also wanna I see my brother in the building. He I'm glad y'all made that move on Julio Jones, you know, because that that just made the Fair Clans more trash. They're gonna be more trash this year. So, appreciate y'all making that move. But we're gonna bust y'all's ass, when we come out to Nashville. Okay, so we got a call on the line. We got Brian Usan. Brian Usan, what's up, fam?
What's up, fam? What's up, CB and Carly? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you, Byron?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Miss Carly. I'm doing great.
I'm
Doing
so
great.
happy you. I'm so happy you called in because you was the person that I wanted to call in.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna keep my word to call. I'd like to holler at my Who That family. To talk about Saints and everything. Yeah, I was. Yeah, we had we was going over a few things about who the players need to step up and I was saying, when Carly was saying about Marcus Williams, I had put Marcus Williams, I said, I think Marcus Williams is a good guy. He's a good player. And I think that, I mean, I'm not hate the brother because I know he had issue tackling, but I know he proved that last year. And I think he got something more better as a player as he is as a safety. So I'm think that he's doing a great job, in that secondary to help, more prove that he's doing right now so far. But yeah, it's all about Davenport. I'm with you on that, Carl. It's all about Davenport. Davenport got to step up. I know he had a lot of injuries. He's not showing himself like he was when we draft him. And give up 2 first-round picks for nothing. I think that Davenport needs to stay healthy on the field for a whole season, and that's why I'm really, think that he's been struggling, but he's not showing himself flashing out as a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I thought he was gonna help out with Cam Jordan, and I think that, but now I just don't see Davenport that he's gonna prove himself to be the guy that he's supposed to be. That guy, you know what I'm saying, as a number 2, that help the defense of the core. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, he got to step up and bring his game, though. And I hope he can do it this year, though, because you got the other guy we just drafted, Payton Turner, you know what I'm saying, the rookie guy. And I don't know about him, though. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time hearing about him. But I think that Davenport he better watch out on the shoulder, though, bro, because if he don't do his stuff this year, bro, we're gonna be talking about Davenport a lot more, though, eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because he need to show himself. He need to get himself going ASAP. I don't want to think that Sean Payne made mistake and think, okay, Davenport, because he not getting himself involved, in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because the injuries hold him back, though, and that's the problem with that, though, because the situation, because we hear about Davenport not staying healthy. And because he had a setback, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's the purpose. And I'm not saying Davenport is not the guy that he can be, but he need to be as a better guy he could be. They can show himself that he can flash out, you know what I'm saying, the season, though. We need Davenport in the season, a full season, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. But I think that
it's gonna be the battle of the Texans. Marcus Davenport from San Antonio and Payton Turner from Houston, Texas. So listen, it's gonna be the battle of the Texans. They're gonna have to figure out who got the better of what. You got UTSA or you got University of Houston. Texas, give us what you got. We know Davenport ain't healthy, but you got they done drafted another Texan to come and take your spot and maybe sit your ass back in Texas.
Yeah, on the real though. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all cowboy boots together and come up with something. Cause listen, Davenport didn't had his time to show us what he can do, and he's been injured the whole time. And if he had stayed healthy, he could have been one of those guys that in the beginning we were all saying he should get top dollar, but now we don't even want him on the team.
Nope, and that's the point. That's the point, because I think, to me, you pick up the 50th option on Davenport. Now it's time for him to shine right now. It's time for him to get himself involved. You know what I'm saying? To bring his game to another level. Because I'm saying is, if he can't do it, though, Carly, I don't know what to say about Davenport. I mean, it's wasting my time for him, because I can't imagine it, but he can't, like, it's the pressure on him, though, because you say about that boy out of other Houston, Payton Turner, out of Cougar. And let me tell you something. If Payton Turner take Davenport's spot, Davenport will probably sit on that bench. Like, he pretend like he don't know he's gonna be a starter or what, though. Because I think Payton Turner, he's ready to play in right now. And I think Payton Turner, he gonna show himself that he knows. Because I heard everything in the interview say, "Oh man, I'm ready to get this thing started." Well, I'm gonna tell you like this though, Davenport, if you don't get yourself going, you better look out though. Because I'm saying Payton Turner might take your spot, and you be like, okay, you gonna make coming as a role as a backup.
Payton Turner is younger. He got fresher legs. He's eager to get into the game. He's learning. He's soaking up everything, and it's just like you have to Davenport. It's now or never for you.
It's it. Pull up or shut up. Pull up or shut up. Pull up or shut up.
If he get benched and lose his spot, he out the door. That's just that on.
He out the building. He ain't got to worry about that. You gonna take him back for nothing. I think that Davenport need to get himself going though, but I think he need to show what he can show, bro. But you don't have he got the talent. He got the talent though. But it's that he just don't have success. He never had success because it's like say you hold yourself up with the team though, bro. You supposed to be the guy that you supposed to be as a force to that defense with Cam Jordan, and you got Michael Roach and Sean Tuttle and David Mata in that front seven. You supposed to be that number 2 defensive end.
But you know what? I ain't gonna make no excuses for him. But when you got somebody that's coming from the state of Texas and going to New Orleans, the habit is bad. You know what I'm saying? When you're in Texas and then you're going to eat in New Orleans, it's hard to stay healthy. It is extremely hard to stay healthy, and that's probably why. That's probably why he's really been getting injured, because he really hasn't been keeping up with his body. He hasn't been, he just. It's hard, but you gotta do it. And Davenport, again, it's now or never. We can't make no more excuses for you
No excuses.
at
No
all.
excuses. Nope. And that's why I said though, man, you wasting my proportion though, bro. I can't applaud you though. If you can't deal with something though, bro. If you can't get myself the way you can't be, I can't deal with you though, bro. I just can't applaud you. I just can't fool with you no more, damn boy. You gotta show me you can do, bro. You gotta stay on the field though, bro. The whole time season. That we need you for a reason though, bro. We need you to stay on the field so you don't want to get hurt like you're gonna get hurt every single time in a game by game. You gotta step up though. If you can't step up, I'm saying look out that boy I'm saying about Payton Turner now. Watch this dude. I'm telling you, he might take your spot, but you can be like, oh man, okay, yeah, I should do what I should do like that. I'm like, okay, what's going on with me and everything? We already know what's going on with you, Davenport. We already know. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing about it though. You need to pull up, or you're gonna just go ahead and do your thing. If you're not gonna do it, oh well. And I think to me that, like I say, the defense, they gonna do their thing though, bro. I think the point is, I like what all the guys we have on this roster. You know, I like the way how this team is built, the way it is though. But we're still the team that we are. We're still gonna be the better team that we is in NFC though, because we still control the NFC South. We're still the best team on the planet. I think that the offense gonna do their thing too. We got Jamie Winston, got all these weapons he got in the tools that we never had, like in Tampa in his old days. You know what I'm saying? When he was the first overall pick, but now James is gonna prove all the haters though this year though. James is gonna prove all of the people that hate against him though. But you're gonna get the type of James Winston is gonna be a different player as a different person. He's not gonna be the same guy gonna throw all the interceptions every time though. James is gonna be a smart guy because he's all about winning games though. That's the kind of guy you want on your team on the locker room, because the Saints love James, and I like James because I believe in James very much though. And I think that Sean Payton made the right choice to bring him back for a reason though, because he see what James could do. You know what I'm saying? That James cannot do though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I see between old James and the new James. But I think to me when I saw the video that James was working out in California, and I mean, man, this man like he was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to roll though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see that energy with James that he could bring to the table though. And I know that he has no confidence. I trust what he could trust though. But I believe that he got all the guys around him. This offense where you got Michael Thomas and Kamara and Alan Trotman and Traquan Smith. I hope Traquan Smith step up too this year though. And I think that the offense gonna do their thing though, bro. This gonna be. I'm telling you, this gonna be a dangerous team for the Saints that you're gonna see in 2021 though, bro. The Saints gonna do some things that they did never see in a whole while since Drew Brees was playing though. But you're gonna get a type of Saints team that you're gonna see this year without Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, the sky's the limit though, bro. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the season to get this started though, bro. In the opener, and I think that that we gonna have a tremendous, that we're gonna have fantastic, that we're gonna do, because these guys gonna do their thing though, bro. They're gonna do their thing, and I'm so excited. I'm happy that for James get the opportunity to be the quarterback again though. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna prove all the people that all died on him, because he not the guy that he could be. That he can't show, he cannot show, but he gonna flash everybody, because some people they're gonna be more embarrassed, but it'll be a shame that you gonna see the type of Saints team you gonna see down the stretch though into the season though. And that's why I say I'm always around my boys though. I love my team and everything. I'm a diehard Saints fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm always have my boys back. You know what I'm saying? But I think you gonna talk about my team like that though. I think if somebody got a problem with it, you gotta do it with Who That Nation family for life.
Oh yeah, good stuff, fam. Definitely feel you on that. I'm really shocked. Why they even picked up Davenport's 5th-year option. How you gonna pick up a 5th-year option and then draft a DN?
That's
maybe
crazy, bro.
They got a vision. Maybe they got a vision for, one of them to play inside. I'm not sure. But I doubt they're gonna do that, because you got like Malcolm Roach. He's done stepped up. You got Shy Tuttle. I think they're gonna get their opportunity to play opposite of Onyemata in the trenches. So we'll see.
Yeah, we figure out that though, but I think that man, I mean, I think that the guys, with Tuttle and Roach and not Brown, Cam and Davenport, they still gonna handle it the way though. But I think the maturity is that they're gonna stop this. They're gonna stop the way they're gonna stop, but they're gonna use themselves to develop themselves to bring their game to the next level though. And that's why I say about Davenport, if he could bring his game to the level to bring that level, but he's still a young guy though. But he gotta have a whole lot of improvement that he could be that guy. He could show. But he got the talent though. But he's a raw dude though, bro. And I think that you gotta know for a doubt that Davenport just been lacking though. You know what I'm saying? That's why he not having himself more as successful a season like he used to think he had when we first started got him though. But now the purpose now it's like Davenport like he disappeared though. You know what I'm saying? Like he just don't know where he at though. Like he don't see where he going in his mind though. But he gotta stay focused though.
I don't think he got that dog in him.
No, he don't. He don't. He don't. He don't.
If you look at Cam, you know, he's kind of, you know, goofy and stuff and like the stuff, you know, but he got that dog in him when it's time to eat.
Exactly.
You know, that gorilla come out, he eating. I don't see that with Davenport. Not that gorilla coming out of him.
No, not that gorilla like a monkey like on the tree branch. But I think Cam, I like Cam. See Cam like more like a destroyer dude though, bro. But see Cam, I mean, but Davenport, he just been like he think he's soft or something. Like he not as a raw like a physical man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't see it Davenport. I don't see that though. But if he could get himself out of the gate, come out the closet or something like that, then I want to see the type of Davenport gonna dominate. That's why I want to see the kind of Davenport. I want to see it dominate. But if Davenport can't do that, I don't know what to say about it though, CD. I don't know what to say about it. I'm sorry, bro, but I just can't take my time with Davenport. If he can't show himself, he can't flash out, if he can't get himself involved around himself, then it's gonna be a problem though, bro. A big problem. Even though you pick the fifth year option on Davenport, but the question is Davenport gonna show up or what?
Right, and that fifth year option, I think that was 10 mil. That was a little bit over 10 mil.
Yeah, something like that.
So that little bank could have went elsewhere, maybe to a Richard Sherman or something like that. That's the stuff I'm looking at. I mean, I know to me, you know, I can't see Sherman playing more of a man, being as effective as he was, but I believe he can fare out better than what we have right now. You know, besides a debugger, we don't know what the debugger gonna do, but yeah, that 10, I think it's like 10.1 mil.
Probably around that amount. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think that, you know, because we got over the cap a little bit though. You know, that's why it made some moves since the free agency and everything. But we got some guys. We made some guys we got picked up. You know, like I said, you know, like Nick Bennett, the tight end, the backup with Tryman. You got some other guys we had let go. But yeah, but the Saints not done yet though, bro. We're just getting halfway started once the season get closer. But I say we still need to get another corner. But I say Richard Sherman's still out there. You got Drake Kirkpatrick that visited a couple weeks ago. They got some guys that could come to our team though, bro, in tribute. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got undrafted guys, you know what I'm saying, that we still have. But yeah, man, the Saints not out of the gate yet, bro. We're not done yet though, bro. We still got to fill some more holes and sign some more guys and make some moves. But once training camp start next month, it's right around the corner though, bro. And I'm looking forward to that though. But I think that the Saints is still a good team though. We still got some guys that we have on this roster for now. But anything could change though, bro. Anything could change, you know, down the stretch once we get towards the opening against Green Bay on September. So I think that we Sean Payton and Mickey Mouse know exactly what they're doing, but I hope they do things look correctly though. I don't think they're gonna mess it up and say, okay, yeah, it's like it's a fluke. You know what I'm saying? But we need to get some some dogs in this house though, bro. We need to get some real dogs, some players though, bro. And I think that's gonna help that secondary with Lattimore, you know, cause I hope he could get himself and be himself more approvable. You know what I'm saying? And you got old Debo we just drafted out of Stanford, and I think he gonna do his thing though. He have a good year as a rookie. But yeah, but man, I'm ready for this game. I'm ready for the season, though, CB. I'm just saying that, you know, we know the team that's gonna be or the team that's gonna be though, bro. We know we got a guy that is on this team that is gonna make it upper and upper. You know what I'm saying? But the dreams come true for us though. The sky's the limit though, bro. And I think that Jameis and he gonna have a heck of a year though. He gonna have a breakout year though for himself though. And I think that Sean Payton, you know, I told Sean Payton be more better as a head coach. That's gonna call the players right and everything without Drew Brees, not gonna do everything for himself. He has a leader and everything. But this is Jameis' team now though, bro. This is Jameis' team right now. And I know Taysom, I look for Taysom to just keep on doing his thing as a backup, but I don't see Taysom gonna be a starting QB that he cannot do as a quarterback. But hey, bro, I think that Jameis, he's our guy though, bro. And I think I'm rolling with Jameis no matter what. Jameis gonna do his thing, bro. He he gonna have a best year with the Black and Gold Nation though, bro. And I'm so glad that he gonna have a fantastic season. And I think that the defense, offense, special teams, hey man, let's go, bro. I think the time is now though, and we gonna get it everything straight now though, bro. So we ready for it. I'm ready for it, and let's go, Pop.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you, Byron, for tuning in. I think Carly had to handle something. I think her
Yeah, she
technical
probably
difficulty.
she cut off. But yeah,
Yeah.
no problem, CB. And shout out everybody in the chat. Much love to my Who That
Mhm.
family, bro. Much love with Big Q. I was on his show a couple hours ago. And I think that we have a good Who That Nation family though, bro. We support each other, we're there for each other, man. We all talk about our Saints and everything, because that's how we roll, bro. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? Every show we cover everything, news and topic and epic and everything, because that's how we are as a diehard Saints fan that we are, though. We represent our team, though, bro. We ride with our own team, though, bro. We the Who That Nation, bro, and that's what we do, and that's how we do. We much love our team. So keep on doing your thing, CB and Miss Carly and WD, bro. Y'all doing a fantastic job, though, bro. And I always cover y'all show, man. I always be on y'all show, bro, and I'm always love for y'all and everything, bro. Y'all keep on doing y'all thing, though, bro. 100.
Appreciate that, fam.
No problem, fam. Who that, baby?
Who do? Okay, so shout out to Brian, to Byron, my fault. Now we got the OG in the building. OG, Jerry Poor. Jerry, was good with you, fam. I think you on mute, Jerry. Hold up. Yeah, Jerry, I think something happened with your mic. But we'll get back to you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this word.
Hey, I'm back.
Jerry, you good? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
I'm
has some.
good. I had the mic thing on mute, and I forgot to cut it back on. But
I think you kind of breaking up, fam.
I'm good
Well,
now.
what's your thoughts on anything that's been going on Saints
And
any topics?
this, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can CB, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened, man, but I'm here now.
Okay, what you got for us? Yeah, I think Jerry breaking up. We're going to. I'll get him back in here with Okay, let me get to a few comments right quick while Jerry getting things set up. Let me let me let him exit right quick. And Jerry, you can just get back in here when you get ready. Anna Millette said Sherman can still be disruptive though. Agreed with you, Miss Anna. Agreed. Especially the cornerbacks we have now. The only hope I have in the cornerbacks is I just hope that Adebo steps up. But I don't want to put that type of pressure on a rookie. And a possible undrafted player that steps out. I don't. We shouldn't have that type of pressure. Well, we got Jerry back. Jerry, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you still kind of breaking up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bruh. It's not the same.
Okay, well, I can hear you a little better now.
Trying to
What you
adjust
got?
some stuff here. Yo, you just gotta bear with me. It ain't been the same since.
Shout out to Bishop One Love. He said, "What up, fam? What up, Bishop One Love? Good to see you in the building. Trying to get the OG situated right quick. Shout out to Jerry, man. He definitely loyal to all the Saints podcasts, man. Shout out to Jerry. Yeah, Jerry. I just think stuff messing up with you right
Yeah.
now, fam. Until you can get a clear connection,
Yeah, it just ain't been the same since I lost. I broke my tablet and stuff. I'm using my phone, but I'm trying to get it together, man. So y'all have to pray for me.
I can hear you better now. So what's your thoughts on anything Saints?
Okay. Well, Bob was just saying. I agree with everything he was saying, but I want to talk about Davenport. It's an old saying, CB, that my grandfather used to say. He hell when you're well, but he's sick all the time, and that's why.
Yeah, Jerry, you breaking up, fam. We just had to kid, man. Sorry about that, Jerry, man. So let me get to some more comments. Jamal Kellogg said Saints can't cut Davenport right now. They are trying not to make it look like a bad decision, and that's an issue with me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying cut him. I'm definitely not saying that, but this is year four. I don't think they should have picked up his option. I think they should have took a gamble. If he ball out, I know he's gonna have suitors, come towards him at the end of the year, basically like a Trey Henderson. But you know, to me, I would have used that money to get a veteran corner in. I think with that 10.1 mil, I believe we could have brought in a Casey Hayward, and that would have been a solid number two because we don't know how long Lattimore gonna be out. If he gets disciplined. But knowing the NFL, we got bad routes with him. Okay, fam, I'm gonna try you one more time. It look like it's better
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, it's not working out, fam. Yeah, it ain't working out. You
No, it's
still
not.
cutting. Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
We
it's like shit right now, and I guess we'll have to try again another time. Maybe things will work out better.
yeah, well,
I'm
Jerry,
sorry,
you definitely,
y'all.
you good, fam. You definitely, you know, definitely a die hard man. You show this podcast support, so appreciate you, fam. It's just one of those days, technical difficulties. I'm glad my stuff is holding up. We all had that problem. But shout out to Jerry, man. Wish he could have, you know, been able to give his thoughts because he gives some good inside thoughts. So I'm gonna read a few more comments and we're gonna, close this down. Court Andrew said, "Make it or break it season for Davenport. If it doesn't work out, trade him before the deadline." Okay, I feel you on that. And to elaborate more on this comment, yeah, I mean that's the issue with me. I mean, trying to make it, and that's to me that's what they're trying to do. They're not trying to make it look like it was a bad move, but you can really see that just his injuries alone, just take away the, you know, when he was healthy last year. He was healthy last year. He didn't, you know, produce. He got some good pressure rates, but he wasn't putting his hands on the quarterback. That's when you move up all the way up to get Davenport, you know, that's what you expect. Because if we want to be honest, David Clowney, when it comes to, getting pressure on the quarterback, David Clowney was one of the best at it, as far as his pressure rate, but he wasn't getting his hands on the quarterback. That's what you get paid big bucks to do. Get your hands on that quarterback and bring them down. Especially, in today's game, you got these mobile quarterbacks. So they definitely want you to put your hands on the quarterback and bring them down. Because you can get pressure all day long, but as mobile as these quarterbacks now, they're gonna be able to escape that. And now it's getting to where it's probably a little bit over half of the quarterbacks that's currently playing. They pretty mobile. They can escape pressure. So that's what we paid them to do. We moved up all the way to get him. But as far as that, that 5th-year option, I don't think we should have picked it up. We just take the gamble. If he explode, if he just really just explode like that, maybe just franchise tag him. I know the tag number for that is pretty high, but I'm just saying the situation we in right now, if we still trying to compete, like Mickey said, they still trying to compete. As a matter of fact, let me play a little something for y'all right quick. This is an interview with Mickey. I'm gonna play this. I hope y'all can hear this. But y'all check this out.
That perspective, and also where are you at? Mickey, I'm worried about the cornerback. I mean, I'm worried about that depth of that position. Listen, I'm a P-Rob fan. Look, I'm a P.J. Williams fan. I like him more at safety. But I look at Lattimore, he might be suspended. And then, I don't know, Adebo, we counting on him. We all know pass-happy league. So does that keep you up at night about, do we have enough cover corners?
Yeah, so 2 parts. The first part about, the vaccinations. Look, I'm really proud of our building in general. I mean, we're way up there in terms of percentage of vaccinations. Look, we've got a really smart team. These guys, they understand. They've made intelligent decisions, and we've got a really high percentage of vaccinations, and that'll go up as we get closer to the beginning of training camp. And look, the way the rules are going to be set, and they are set, it's going to be a lot easier if you have a high level of vaccinated people in your building, particularly with respect to the players. Look, everything keeps me up at night relative to our team. Everything does. And yes, we'd love to have another corner in the building and create some depth. I like the guys that we've got, but I think that's one of those positions that you can never have enough. And truthfully, if the cap situation was different, then we might have made a different move with Janoris. We'll have to. I don't know. Ultimately how that would have shaken out, but we've just got. We're just so limited in terms of what we can do that we're still looking, and if something presents itself that we can boost that position or another one, we'll do everything we can to make the move. But we're just really limited in terms of where we're at with the cap.
Saints Executive Vice President and General Manager.
Okay, I hope y'all could hear that. So basically that was a interview with WWL Mickey did. I think it was yesterday, and Bobby, he just asked him about the cornerback position. You know, and Mickey's response, Mickey, he's up at night because of that position. If we look back at the draft, they was doing everything in their possession, to move up in the draft to get a corner. Why is that? Because, like he just said, they was limited, kind of with the cap space. With the cap space, they was limited, and really couldn't get a corner in. Now, of course, Mickey gonna, ride, he gonna ride with, the roster he have and say, with every position. But just him saying that, and when you looking at the draft and seeing that they was trying their hardest to move up and get Sertan or J.C. Horn, that shows that they're not confident, in cornerbacks other than Marshawn Lattimore. And I'm throwing Adebo to the side because Adebo, he has to he hadn't played yet, so we don't know what we're gonna get from him. But I'm talking about like your Ken Crawleys, your Patrick Robinsons. And Patrick Robinson stepped in. He stepped in and played well, but can you count on him to be your number 2 corner? If we need him for emergency, that's the only way I'll be okay with that for emergency purposes. Kyler Great said we need another corner ASAP. Facts. I believe Adebo will ball out this year, but we need to sign a trade for a QB to give us some continuity. I agree with you, Kyler Great 84. Shout out to you for tuning in. And like we were saying earlier, we gave our picks defensively. That's why I believe Cam Jordan, he has to me, it starts with him on the defensive side. In order for the defense to, to be as effective as it was last season, to be in the top 10 in defense, it starts with Cam because you no longer had Trey. Yes, Cam Jordan was drawing double teams once again, but just say it opens the door, for one-on-one matchups for Turner or Davenport. Those guys got to eat. And what Davenport left us on the field in the 2020 season, he had some one-on-one matchups and he didn't eat. So if Davenport or Turner, doesn't eat off of that or take advantage of it, we could be in very big trouble. And then you add, a number 2 corner, Adebo, we don't know what we're going to get from him, but I'm just hoping, the guy steps up. I'm hoping he steps up. Okay, so we're going to get to 2 more comments, and then we're going to get out. I see Von in the building. Shout out to you, fam. Said Saints all day. Hunter, shout out to you, fam. I believe it's my first time seeing you in here, but shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you for tuning in. We diehard Saints fans over here. Love to chop it up. Appreciate you, fam. And Corey Andrews said, I just don't want Paulson to be another Stanley Jean Baptiste. Woo. Yeah, I don't think none of us want him to pan out like that, but we got to give him a chance. I just don't like the pressure that he's going to have on him because we know Ken Crawley isn't going to be the number 2 corner. We know that's not going to happen. We know P-Rob is not going to be that. Not every day. So really the pressure is on who? After those guys who we have, the K, Harley, these are cubs that we have on the team. They baby. So, but every year, we have that undrafted guy that steps up. With Deontay Harris one year, then followed by the next. Marquez Callaway, undrafted free agents. And then this year, hopefully it's a undrafted corner that can step up. Even if Adebo steps up, we need all hands on deck. So that basically is going to wrap up the show. Want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. And yeah, Jerry, I know, fam, You know, I see in the comments, fam. You the OG man of all these Saints podcasts, man, and we definitely can't wait to hear from you next time. Technical difficulties happen with us all. Um, but yeah, once again, thank everybody for tuning in. As far as content for the podcast, you guys make sure to check out the Drew Brees highlight reel created by WD. Shout out to WD. He couldn't be on tonight, but he done a hell of a job on the masterpiece. And once again, we just want to send Brees out, with a classic highlight vid. And WD done a hell of a job with this. So y'all go check that out. And as far as the content for myself, well, I'm gonna say this first. For the ones that's been tuned in with my Madden series, that will get back started up in the next few weeks. I'm gonna start it back up right before training camp. For the ones that don't know, I have a Madden series that I do, on this channel. And I'm basically just playing against teams during the regular season. I play against our upcoming opponent. We have a hell of a time, while we on there. So that will definitely be back in play pretty soon. So you guys be on the lookout for that. And in the film room chat line, in the chat line film room, excuse me, that content, the next episode will be out pretty soon. I'm in a 5-week academy for my job. I hadn't, really had the time to get it right, but I'm gonna come out with that episode. So look out for episode 4 early next week. I'm not sure who I'm going to, talk about this go round. Maybe I'm thinking it's gonna be on Davenport, but we'll see. But that'll wraps it up. Shout out to Miss Pretty Carly, and shout out to WD for not being able to join us tonight. And Corey Adams said, my first time on the live show, I'm loving it. Who That Nation, stand up. Shout out to Corey Andrews, first time on the show. Appreciate you for tuning in, fam. And you said, Miss Pretty Carly, I want some of that candy. I'm going to play this promo vid right quick, and I will end the show. So you guys please check this. Okay, so Corey Andrews, that right there is the promo vid. The link for the store, I'm gonna put it down below so you guys can check that out. www.WDNChatline.bigcartel.com. So you guys go check that out. Go support Miss Carly. She's doing a hell of a job with that. So Who That Nation, we will see you guys next week sometime. We're going to start having guests on the show, up into training camp. So I'm not sure who's the first guest going to be, but for the next couple of weeks, we're going to have guests on the show. We're definitely going to have, a guy like TJ Jones, going to try to get Big Q on here. We're going to try to get Who That Davis for, the B&G Breakdown, Black and Gold Breakdown podcast. So a few more names I want to get on, but I'm definitely going to get in touch with those guys. So just stay tuned. This is the WDN Chatline podcast, and I'm out. Who that?